Good evening. Over 3 years ago, during my first summer counseling at Children's Association for Maximum Potential, an overnight camp for those with special needs, a young woman with cerebral palsy named Bertha Jones shared these stark words. Most people are given the benefit of the doubt that they are capable. With a disability, it's the other way around. People assume I can't until I prove them wrong. Look first to what I can do, not what I cannot. Gathering a group of volunteers, Bertha gave us the opportunity to walk in her shoes for a moment. She called on me, told me to take off my shoes, covered my head with a blanket, and asked how I felt. As the heavy, torn-up blanket was draped over my head, I could feel the stares of the audience. Was I doing something wrong? Was I embarrassing myself? As the blanket was peeled away, I looked at Bertha, seeing tears stream down her face, and it hit me. This is how she feels every day. As I helped wipe her tears, Bertha said she hoped I had taken a step into her life of invisibility. In reality, Bertha stepped into mine and changed it forever. I walked into another room and in shock stared at myself in the mirror. If you're a non-disabled, please do this with me. Look at your hands, moving them without difficulty. Look at your legs, holding your weight easily. Look at your neighbor and really see them. 3 years ago, as I stared in the mirror and did the exact same thing you just did, I realized Bertha wasn't visible in a way that I innately am. I felt the deep-seated conviction that it was my obligation to pay my privilege forward and advocate for those who cannot speak for themselves. When I face obstacles, I think about how Bertha navigates physical and societal barriers with courage and grace. Her compelling story continues to change the way I perceive myself, others, and the world we all move through in our uniquely beautiful ways. Some find it easier to ignore what makes them feel uncomfortable or say whatever and look the other way. Others hope the problem will disappear or be solved. Don't be one of those people. I invite you to do what makes you feel uncomfortable. Confront your fears, your biases, or whatever holds you back from seeing people for who they truly are. It doesn't take anything big, but it's simple acts of kindness that culminate to make people feel visible. I'm deeply honored to be representing my fellow peers and congratulate everyone here for your accomplishments. With the pandemic, the end goal was often hard to see, but I'm so glad we've made it here together. Though our time at MSA may have looked different from that of others, the memories we made together, both in person and virtual throughout the past 2 years, are so precious. We met new friends, reconnected with old ones, and formed long-lasting relationships that will stick with us forever. Moving to MSA from our previous high schools was risk for us all. We left a known quantity in search of a more challenging curriculum. Looking back, I am so grateful to have seen the value in this program and to be a part of the MSA class of 2021. Thank you to the MSA administration, who not only welcomed us into MSA with open arms, but ensured all of us received the individualized attention we needed to flourish. People like Dr. Smetter, who always found the time to sit down and truly listen to every question and suggestion I had, no matter how busy her schedule was. People like Mrs. Montes and Ms. Valedictorian, whose never-ending patience as I communicated with them constantly about student council and the college application process will never be forgotten. People like Mr. Montes and Mrs. Valero, who supported me during my toughest times at MSA. Most importantly, thank you to my fellow peers. The simple yet beautiful moments we spent together made me feel seen and loved. You are the reason MSA is what it is today. I'd like to take the time to thank my family, especially my mom, dad, brother, and abuelita, who have dealt with my never-ending worry about college throughout the past year and have supported me unconditionally. I can't say thank you and I love you enough. Though we will all embark on different paths in the coming months, please remember that we have a golden opportunity ahead of us. We survived a life-altering pandemic, and unlike countless others, we were born with the privilege of being here today. Cherish this moment and remember that people are people, despite the way they look, talk, or act, and it's our job to give the invisible the voice they deserve. Thank you.